US regulators just gave Coinbase the approval to list security tokens. $7 trillion asset manager Blackrock is apparently interested in trading cryptocurrencies, which was apparently a big surprise to the CEO of Blackrock, who explained, no, they didn't, and no, they're not.
Oops.
Bitmain and Peter Thiel lead an investment into EOS creator Block One. Global messaging giant Line begins its cryptocurrency exchange operations. Dogecoin to be listed on Robinhood Crypto. IBM backs a US dollar-pegged stablecoin. Bit-licensed company BitPay becomes the first ever standalone cryptocurrency payments processor. China looks to launch its own central bank digital currency, which is of course the same news we've had since January. Seriously. Hurry the fuck up, China. Delta eclipses 1 million users. Trinity launches its mobile wallet. And NOS prepares for its public sale. The markets are filled with green. We've got all your headlines mixed with some daily market analysis. I'm Elio Trades, and your FUD TV daily update starts now. Welcome back, FUD Nation. Now, wow, look at this, almost an 8% pump out of the Bitcoins. Obviously, this is very exciting as we've passed critical levels of resistance around 6.7, 6.8, and now we're holding strong. It looks like the next levels of resistance are around 7.2, 7.8. We might get close to 8K on this pump. Who knows? Top of the table, though, is 10X. And of course, I've been exploring this over the last day or two. 10X has had some serious pumping action. It looks like there's some anomalous pumping coming out of Korea on this coin. I was all over their socials. Doesn't seem like anybody can really identify any reason behind this. There could be some insider trading going on, maybe because we just saw the Monaco card ship their cards, and that could be that these payment sort of solutions with cryptocurrency are starting to roll out. So maybe that the 10X card is going to be coming out soon. Who knows? But the reality is that there's not really a readily perceivable reason for this. But we can see as we go down the list, we have Power Ledger and just a lot of coins in this sort of 14 or 13 to 20% gain range. And then obviously just a ton of green as we scroll down the list. It's a really happy day in crypto land. So enjoy it. Enjoy the pump. Hopefully this pump never ends and we go straight to the moon. Hopping over to some news, we have word that Coinbase has just announced that they will be listing security tokens and they've gotten the go ahead. This means, of course, that there will be extra scrutiny on the Coinbase exchange, as there has been the entire time. And with the announcement they can be trading securities, of course, this allows for the possibility that even if coins are determined to be securities, that they can still be listed. So a coin like XRP. Of course, that's been a topic of heavy conversation of late with all the announcements of other coins besides XRP being listed at Coinbase. Regardless, this is really cool and it shows you that Coinbase is really going to be expanding its offering tremendously and competing with the likes of Robinhood and other more traditional securities trading platforms. Obviously, it sort of gives an answer to the conversation around, oh, if things are determined to be securities, how can we trade them? And now we know it'll be GDAX or Coinbase Pro or Coinbase. That'll be the sort of avenue where we can end up trading these security tokens or even traditional securities assets, something like commercial real estate potentially. It's not quite clear, but it's good to know that we have some regulatory green lights here allowing for this industry to continue evolving. Now, in the news that a lot of people are crediting for this recent pump, which in reality, the pump started before the news really dropped about Blackrock. It started in the middle of the night, and so the Blackrock news didn't really hit until yesterday. But regardless, the news about Blackrock potentially being interested in trading cryptocurrencies has shocked the crypto sphere and led to a flurry of excitement. Regardless of the fact that Blackrock trades over $7 trillion in assets and is the world's biggest ETF trader, the reality remains that this whole experiment is firmly in an investigatory phase and that there's absolutely no schedule or no impending moment where Blackrock is going to launch a cryptocurrency ETF. This is far, far off in the future. And of course, regardless of the sort of false start, which I hope isn't the full reason for this recent pump, we got a response from the CEO of Blackrock, which reads as follows. No, I don't think that any client has sought out crypto exposure. I've not heard from one client who says, I need to be in this. So even though BlackRock might be considering cryptocurrencies, apparently, in their opinions, there's nobody interested in buying them on their client roster. Obviously, given basic statistical significance of the amount of people interested in crypto, that's not possible. Regardless, you can see here that the CEO is putting the brakes on this whole conversation around cryptocurrency trading coming to BlackRock. They're exploring it, they're looking into it, but it seems they're more interested in blockchain, not cryptocurrency. So we'll have to wait and see what this all means.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
In extremely bullish news for EOS and the Block One team, there has been a huge investment by Bitmain and Peter Thiel into Block One. This means that the developers of the EOS software, EOS.io, are going to be flush with, if it's possible, even more cash. And we can assume that they would have likely traded some EOS tokens for this, probably not at market rate, but they've probably given quite a few tokens out to BITMAIN and Peter Thiel in the interest of diversifying, maybe adding some strategic partnerships there. It's unclear what the nature and the interest and the goals are, but what is clear is that EOS is going to have a seriously big war chest to accomplish whatever goals they might see fit. Again, adding fuel to the fire of whether or not EOS is this revolutionary piece of infrastructure. The reality remains that they're going to have a lot of opportunities to get it right. They'll have time after time after time to mess up and eventually, hopefully, get it right with a piece of infrastructure that can truly support scale dApps, scale applications in a decentralized world. But you just have to think into the future here and see what EOS could be down the line. And that's really what a lot of these cryptocurrencies are being priced out as, is what they could be, not what they are. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. And again, this adds more fuel to the sort of argument that EOS really is the most legitimate player in this blockchain 3.0 game. In extremely bullish news for adoption, we have word that Line has launched operations of its Singapore-based cryptocurrency trading application, Bitbox, and of course its BitGo mobile wallet. This is very, very good because Line are masters of UI and making things very consumer friendly, which is of course one of the biggest hurdles that cryptocurrency has to overcome, which is how do you get people to buy in and use this when it's so complex, it's so oftentimes overwhelming to get started. Right now they're only offering crypto to crypto trading pairs. They will be offering feeless trading for the first month of operations. According to some Line executives, Line has built its reputation on providing a great social experience for our users, and now we intend to bring that know-how to the world of digital tokens with our Bitbox exchange. Furthermore, the BitGo wallet is the only institutional-grade, multi-signature, multi-coin hot wallet, Line said, further noting that the wallet pairs with BitGo's offline cold storage custody. Again, just awesome news from one of the more legitimate tech developers in the world trying to bring more adoption and interest in the cryptocurrency space. In a somewhat perplexing move, we have word that Dogecoin is going to be added to Robinhood Crypto, further expanding the list of coins that will be available through their trading app. But of course, it leaves a lot of us scratching our heads, scratching our paws, wondering, WTF? Obviously, there's a lot of people that use Dogecoin. It's a pretty fast coin. It's a very well adopted coin. It was one of the first sort of quick and easy sort of Litecoin competitors that people were using to transfer coins around in the early days of Bitcoin. But at the same time, it's really not looked at as a big piece of technology. Interestingly enough, this hasn't done much to help the Dogecoin price, but again, it shows that the Robinhood app will most likely be listing all sorts of cryptos going forward. In very exciting and bullish news for Stellar Lumens, we have word that Stronghold has paired up with IBM to launch the first USD-anchored stablecoin on the Stellar Lumens network. Stablecoins are a huge deal because, for example, if you're using cryptocurrencies to tokenize a traditional asset like a stock or a bond or a security like a real estate asset and you distribute it, then you have to distribute profits. And why would you go and distribute profits in something as volatile as Bitcoin? Not everyone's going to be interested in that, especially if people are buying into that asset because it's not really tied to the cryptocurrency market. It's maybe a traditional asset, stock, bond, real estate. They would also want to be compensated for profits within that asset in a more stable sort of US dollar equivalent, seeing more traditional business endeavors transact on the blockchain. Yes, cryptocurrency is great and it can be a great investment opportunity, but right now Bitcoin is far too volatile to be a sort of everyday transaction method. You can kill me in the comments if you disagree. I still think the vast majority of businesses or sort of shareholders in a business wouldn't really want to risk their profits or their average income on seeing it fluctuate like that. Obviously, some people might want to buy into Bitcoin with some of their profits, but to have it as a transaction mechanism all the time, every day, it's a little too volatile for that right now. So I think stablecoins are going to see an incredible amount of interest. And of course, people are tokenizing a lot of traditional securities on Stellar Lumens. So this will be a tremendously helpful asset to have a stablecoin on the Stellar Lumens network. It's a huge deal, and I think this is very bullish news, and it just shows you how Stellar Lumen is pushing forward and evolving the industry. In more bullish news, we have word that BitPay has passed the test for New York Department of Financial Services, which is of course a very difficult test to pass. They are Bit licensed, and now they can issue their own credit cards and process crypto payments for merchants within the state. Very big piece of adoption. It just shows you that more exchanges, more payment processors, more adoption, more ways to buy, use, trade cryptocurrencies are coming to the world. We have another report today that China is looking to introduce a central bank digital currency, and this just makes me even more motivated to talk about recycled news because, again, they are so far from doing this, and it's not clear when or if they're going to do it anytime soon. It could be in 3 years from now, and of course, it keeps leading to this excitement that China is going to re-enter the market or whatever, but of course, there's not a lot of evidence as to when or how or where they're going to do this. It just shows they're interested in blockchain, they're supportive, they're trying to control the pace, but we just keep hearing these news stories over and over again. So I'm really just sharing this because I'm sick of hearing about it. I'm sick of hearing about news until it happens, just like the Blackrock thing, just like the South Korea thing. It's gonna happen. I'm making a video on recycled news this week. It's gonna happen because I'm so sick of this shit. Really quickly, congrats to Delta for reaching 1 million users. If you don't use the Delta app, it's a really good alternative to Blockfolio. Also, we have word that the Trinity wallet is now out. So if you're a Trinity fan, I'm a big Trinity fan. I hold a bunch of Trinity. Now you can keep it on your mobile wallet. We also have word that the NOS token sale will begin in Q3 of this year. There's some more information on the NOS on Neo News today on how to get into this. You can also get into the private pre-sale if you're one of the app developers, and you can prove that by the end of the month. So go check it out on Neo News today. You can check out more information on this public sale. If you enjoyed today's content and you're not already subscribed to this channel, I encourage you to hit that sub button and don't be afraid to click that little bell notification so you're made aware whenever we put out new content. Smash up the likes. I'll see you down in the comments. I'm Elio Trades. You're watching FUD TV, and I'll see you very, very soon on the next episode.